Let's now take a look at time announcements. Time announcements are part of advanced scheduler features. And from the script, they're just placed simply with time commands. There are a few attributes you can add to them. For instance, you can have an interrupt, such as for this top one here, and you can add an Apple script or a studio timer to it. But otherwise, they're a pretty simple command. What they do is they place time announcement files in the program queue in Radiologik DJ. So here I have a script with time commands in them. Otherwise, they're pretty simple scripts. We do a interrupt at the top of the hour. We do the station ID. We do a jingle. And then we fill with music, do a time, jingle, music, time, jingle, music. And that's basically it for the script. The result would look like this. So here we have our time announcement with an interrupt here, the station ID, our jingle, our music, then to a time announcement again here. So these time announcements are very dynamic. For instance, if I were to run this right now, it's going to do the current time. Right now, it is actually 12:04. So let's just try this out.
It's 12:04.
So you could see it automatically updated, even though it was originally in there as an interrupt for 12 a.m. It actually fired the correct time. So if you take any of these and move them around, you'll see this one's 12:19, but when I move it up here, it becomes 12:11 right away. So all of these time announcements are actually looking at a folder of time announcements so they can dynamically change. If I click here and we look in the Finder, we'll see where this one is. And if you look here, this is actually in the Radiologik folder, your music, home folder, music folder, Radiologik folder, time announce. And here's where all the time announce files are. So I provided for free time announcements recorded in my own voice if you want to start with that. And this is the document that comes with those files describing some of that. If you want to get that, go to the Radiologik website and then go to download, and there are time announcements here. And what you'll get is AM, PM agnostic, 12 o'clock through 11:59 announcement files. When you purchase advanced, you also get two other varieties. There's a female version and another male version of time announcements that you get as a bonus. But otherwise, you can record your own. So I've taken the ones I've downloaded here, and I have a few varieties I added to it. So these files have their own format here, which starts with 00 for 12 a.m., or just that would be noon as well. 24-hour is also supported. I don't have them in the demo files here, but you can certainly use them that way. So you can have these varieties. So if you have, you can have 10 varieties of the same time if you want. It will be a lot of time files, but you can have that variety if you like to record all of that. I think you can record them all in about 2 or 3 hours and have them edited. But there's more on this in the help for, we'll go to Scheduler. If you go to the Radiologik Scheduler help, and then here click on Time Announce, it describes all of the varieties here. So as I said, it can do 24-hour time. So you can have, besides the files that I showed that went from all zeros to 11:59, you can keep going and announce times in 24-hour time as well. You will have to have 24-hour time set up in your system settings, though, for that to work. You can also have hour agnostic times, which might be nice for internet stations where you have people in many time zones, where you can just say how many minutes after the hour it is. And for those, you use a format where you use XX and then the minutes. They can be 3 different file extensions or formats. So the AIF files, .aiff, or also recently I added .m4a as a format that you can use for them. So for time announcements, they are all automatically set so that their overlaps are always 0. In other words, they have no overlap. In case you do want overlaps for them, you can go into the settings and then go to global, and then you can check overlapping time announcements here. You can also use different DJ voices to use different time announcements. So you could say have a male in the day and a female at night, for instance, by having time announcement folders, different time announcement folders in different DJ voices folders. So if we go back into the Radiologik folder here and we go into DJ voices, you could use a different DJ voice to have a different set of time announcements for that time. And you can choose that either per program here, or you can even do it by script line. So you can set a time and you can actually pick the DJ voice that you want for your time announcements per time announcement if you want. And that's how time announcements work.